Into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
For Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
on the carry.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That'll bring up second down.
Now second and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On play action, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. And the play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Letting one go. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fields this way up at the 17. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on first down is Brady. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
First and goal at the 7.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Gain of 20. First down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll try again with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
24. Buccaneers 13. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here's Lewis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Off play action. Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. To try again after the sack. Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31, 30, 10.
Okay, baby, come on.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Again, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin. 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Lewis. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead down down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the play fake. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Antoine Winfield Jr.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score.
Back now in Tampa. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's got some space here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
26. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers' pass intended for...
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Now looking again for Gronkowski. He's got him this time. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
The ball carrier.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
15-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Flush to his right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. 5. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down by 12. A minute 35 to go. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40.
1 first down, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken.
And this is caught at the 20. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 33 yards that time.
33 yards on the play. First down, Packers.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down. And 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and now it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Being chased out left. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Brady to throw again. Flushed out right. This one complete to Scott Miller. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Going on first down is Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And they don't get it. Complete, but there is still 2 seconds left in this ball game, so they'll have one final shot. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
One final try now for Brady, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball.